Good morning to each and everyone. This is Group 3 and we will be presenting and discussing about the Presidential Decree number 603, the Child and Youth Welfare Code. Before we start, let us get to know what is this Presidential Decree first. The Council for the Welfare of Children was created through Presidential Decree 603, otherwise known as the Child and Youth Welfare Code in 1974. It is mandated to coordinate the implementation and enforcement of all laws, formulate, monitor, and evaluate policies, programs, and measures for children. As we are tackling about disability inclusion matters for all, there are also certain policies that applies to individuals or children having a disability with regards to their rights. More understanding and comprehension about Presidential Decree number 603, Article 1, 2, and 3 will be reported accordingly.
So first, we have here, the child is one of the most important assets of the nation. Every effort should be exerted to promote his welfare and enhance his opportunities for a useful and happy life. So the child is one of the most important assets of the nation. I know that we already hear this famous quote from our national hero, Dr. Jose P. Rizal, na ang kabataan ang pag-asa ng bayan. But when can we say that the youth is the hope of the nation? We can claim that they are the hope of nation if they grow with healthy personality and that they are fully functioning person. What does it mean? It means that they are capable of doing their purpose as a person and as a citizen. They grow with responsibility and integrity. Thus, to make this happen, every effort should be exerted to promote his welfare or the child's welfare and enhance his opportunities for a useful and happy life. Next, we have the child is not a mere creature of the state. Hence, his individual traits and aptitudes should be cultivated to the utmost insofar as they do not conflict with the general welfare. So here, it's stated that the child is not a mere creature. Di lang sila bata-bata diri sa kalibutan. They are not just the flower boy and the flower girl that we call every time we play tago-taguan or dakpanay. This child will grow. They will have their own mind and own decisions or choices in life. And if the child's life not be fostered properly, it will result into conflict within themselves and impact their interaction with others. Therefore, child's individual traits and aptitudes should be cultivated to the utmost insofar as they do not conflict with the general welfare. Next, the molding of the character of the child starts at home. Consequently, every member of the family should strive to make the home a wholesome and harmonious place, as its atmosphere and conditions will greatly influence the child's development. So we have the molding of the character of the child start at home. Indeed, it's true. The whole statement is actually comprehensible, Rajod, for home is the first classroom of the child. He will learn everything and anything as he or she grows. Hence, if the child's home is not a good place for him or her to learn, what I'm trying to imply is that if a child living in a home where the parents is always have its conflict with each other, therefore, his good character will not be properly fostered. So instead learning a good lesson, he instead hears shouting and even using bad words. That is why every member of the family should strive to make the home a wholesome and harmonious place, as its atmosphere and conditions will greatly influence the child's development. So next, attachment to the home and strong family ties should be encouraged but not to the extent of making the home isolated and exclusive and unconcerned with the interests of the community and the country. So what does this statement means? We have here, attachment to the home and strong family ties should be encouraged but not to the extent of making the home isolated. In my own scope of understanding, the attachment between the family is important and encouraged. It is somewhat says that we should choose our family first, but not to the extent of making the home isolated. For the child should not only learn in home but as well as in the community and in the country. Thus, this will help boost the child's interest outside the home. This statement is easily understood naman, and I already said in my introduction on what and how the government can help the child and the family, especially in fostering and molding their individual character and interest. This statement is easily understood naman, and I already said in my introduction on what and how the government can help the child and the family, especially in fostering and molding their individual character and interest. Other institutions like the school, the church, the guild, and the community in general should assist the home and state in the endeavor to prepare the child for the responsibilities of adulthood. In summary, the child have the right to be valued and to be taken care of a family, where family is the primary persons that will help them grow with character and good personality, and should receive the government's assistance such as schools, church, and other institutions in the community. Hence, this will mold the abilities and attitudes of the child as a person. That's all for Article 1, Declaration of Policy. This is Jessa, signing off.
A pleasant and a blessed day, everyone. This is Joyce Patatag. Presidential Decree Number 603, the Child and Youth Welfare Code. Article Number 2. Title and Scope of Code. The Code shall be known as the Child and Youth Welfare Code. It shall apply to persons below 21 years of age, except those emancipated in accordance with law. Child or minor or youth, as used in this code, shall refer to such persons. So, persons who are within the vicinity of the code shall be those who are minors, who is dependent to their respective parents, except emancipated person. Emancipated, example kay kana ganing wala nagpagasto sa ilang parents, so meaning they have been living by their own. Those person who below 21 years old survived without the help of their respective parents. So that's all about Article Number 2, Title and Scope of Code.